what are teams missing in the Eastern Conference? I don't know if you did it like, oh, I just did it like I just went off the standing. So like Boston, New York, Milwaukee. I just did it like that because that was just the order I saw in the conference.
I did them alphabetically or in alphabetical
Oh,
order.
okay, that's cool. So we can start with Boston, I guess. What is Boston missing?
They missing a backup big, and then I still think they missing a bench. Like Al Horford, he's a good and serviceable, but he's not gonna be there. You know what I mean? Forever. So they need a backup big, and then Porzingis, he gets hurt. He gets hurt a lot, so they need a backup big. They missing cap space too, because they gonna need to sign some players to come off that bench. Because their bench is not really good. They got what Peyton Pritchard and what Al Horford
They bringing the
off
same
their
people.
bench.
They bringing the same team back.
Yeah. So and what Sam Hauser, like you really produce, you really relying on your starting five, and if one of them gets hurt or two of them, God forbid, gets hurt, what you gonna do? You need to bring some. You need something off the bench that's gonna at least give some production back. So yeah, they missing the backup big and the bench and some cap space.
Well, they don't have cap space because everybody signed for the next like 3 plus 4 years. So that's not gonna happen. Like they're gonna be in the second apron for a long time. I had the same thing. They're missing the back. They're missing another backup big. Um, I mean, if they're obviously usually bringing the same team back, really doesn't like. I mean, yeah, you just won a championship, but teams usually bring back new players that I guess help, and they don't have the money to do that. So I really just said a backup big. Like, yeah, you brought back Xavier Tillman, and maybe he'll be better. I guess Al Horford, yeah, he old. You still got Sam Hauser, Peyton Pritchard. So I think they'll be okay. Like you said, they are bringing back the same team. And like you said, if somebody gets hurt, knock on wood. But it's really just a backup. It's really just a backup big for me. And maybe another athletic wing coming off the bench, if anything. But it's really, I'll say a backup big. The New York Knicks, what are they missing?
Uh, Same thing with the Celtics. They need a big and health. That's literally it. They got everything else. They just need to stay healthy and they need another big because Mitchell Robinson is always getting hurt. And then they just got rid of Hardenstein. I mean, they got Precious Achua, but he's not really a big. He's 6'8", kind of on the smaller side. But yeah, health and a big.
I would say, like you said, I would say another big losing Isaiah Hardenstein hurts. And I don't know, like, yeah, you got Josh Hart, you got DiVincenzo, but maybe they need another wing type player on that bench. I would say that because you don't know if OG, knock on wood, he might get hurt. So basically the same thing, a backup big and an athletic wing. The Milwaukee Bucks, what are they missing?
A coach, because Doc Rivers is not it, boy. They missing a coach. I said a bench. They need some more bench players. Um, and Chris Middleton. I feel like Chris Middleton not being as healthy as he can really throws off that team because I feel like he's the missing piece. He's the glue to all of it. And when him missing all that time, that hurts them. And that hurts the team.
I'm gonna keep it short and simple. They need basically a bench that can make an impact. Like I think Pat Connaughton, I don't think he makes an impact. Like I said, if Andre Jackson, like I said last week, if Andre Jackson, Marchand Beauchamp can make an impact immediately coming in the year 2 and 3, I think it definitely helps them. But obviously, those guys are kind of question marks. So really, you just need a bench. Like you really just need a bench and some
You
young
rocking with
players, if
Doc
anything.
Rivers?
Doc Rivers is he's a good coach, but what he doesn't do anything. He sells too. He be selling too.
Yeah, I don't think I think that hiring Doc Rivers was a bad move, man. To be honest with you, because that man he doesn't adjust during games. Like, ain't no way you got this team. They was doing better with Adrian Griffin than they was with Doc Rivers. And y'all didn't even like Adrian Griffin. I don't think Doc Rivers gonna be able to get them over that hump. Because
I
coaching
don't
plays
care.
a big part.
I don't care for Doc Rivers. The Cleveland Cavaliers. What are they missing? I said they're missing another forward. They need more wing players. Cause Max Strus, he's okay, but he doesn't move me like Max Strus doesn't move me. The shooting is still good, but like getting another athletic, like a legit 3-and-D type wing player, I think that's what they're missing. And I know you can say Imani Bates, but I don't think Imani Bates is gonna make like a legit impact this year at least. I wouldn't be shocked if he's basically in the G League majority of the year again. I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah, I'll say I agree. They need somebody to go next to. They need another starting forward, another 3-and-D. Um, I mean, yeah, Monty Bates will help. If he gets some tick this year, but he's not really that good defensively. He's a bucket for sure, but that's his go to. His talent is scoring, but defense wise, no. Also, I said they miss what they also missing is Evan Mobley. If Evan Mobley takes that next step, then the Cavs will be a way better team than what they are. They're missing his production. They're missing his scoring, like scoring wise. Like defensively, he's great, but he needs to be a 20 to 22, 23 point per game scorer in order for them to take that next step.
If he does all that, is he better than Boston?
Are they better than Boston if he does that? Um, if they get
Basically,
another,
are they
if
better
they
than
get
the
another,
top four? Are they better than the top
if
four if
they
he
get
takes the next step?
if he takes the next step and they get a forward, a 3-and-D forward, I can see them giving Boston some go. I can see them giving them some go. Are they clearing them? No, they're not clearing them, but
Then
I
it
can see
doesn't
them
matter.
giving them some go.
Then it doesn't
It
matter.
does matter if you can get them some comp.
If
Any
you put
team
it,
can get beaten at any given time, bro. The way they
bro,
constructed now and the way they
I
are
mean,
now,
you already don't like Mobley anyway, so that doesn't really matter. But
no, I wouldn't say I don't like him.
you
He
don't. You
not
just said he didn't
he
deserve the
not the hype.
money. You just said he didn't deserve the
Bro,
money.
he
You
didn't
literally
deserve
just said
225.
that.
He did not so he deserved 225 just because it's his market. Fuck because of his market. I understand he got that because it's his market and they have to pay him that. But if we're being realistic, he's not worth 200 million.
But you just
He's
said
not.
K deserved it too.
Yeah,
You love K.
his production is way better.
But he
The
been
numbers
hurt.
K put out
But he been
were
hurt.
200
But he's
million
been
worth.
hurt though. But he's been hurt
Come
though.
on now. Like, don't do that,
But
bro.
no, you need
Evan
to
Mobley
know.
play did not
You're
describe
biased.
200
You're
million.
being biased, bro.
If that's what you want to call it, fine.
No,
But
that
Evan Mobley
is.
play did not deserve 200 mil, bro. Everybody in a fucking mama knows that, bro. He only got that because what you said. It's his market. That's the only reason. That's literally the only reason. If they could have paid him 170, 150, they would have done that because that's what his play
But if K
showed.
would have got that, you would have said he didn't deserve that. He deserved
He
more,
got
right?
underpaid. Yes. Because
So,
K
but
did
you're
every
biased. But
Okay.
K, but how? But never mind. We're not even gonna get into that. We'll get. That's another talk for another day.
Okay.
The Orlando Magic. What are they missing?
Shooting, they need another scorer. They need a bench, and they need a point guard. They need preferably if they can get another point guard, a scoring point guard. Like if they get Anthony Simons, or if they could get Anthony Simons, that would be a really good pickup for them because he's a 20 point per game scorer. He's a shooter, and they got a point guard now because Paulo needs help. Like Franz, he's good, but he's really like a third option. You know what I mean? They need like another go to or a number two. They need another two option if you want Paulo to be your number one. But that's what they're missing.
I just said they need another facilitator. They did the shooting with signing KCP and hoping Jalen. I don't know what Jalen Suggs' shooting numbers was this year off the top of my head, but I think he can either be the same at what it is or better. So you got that. I just think they need another facilitator, maybe like when it comes to clutch time or something. So Paulo doesn't have the ball in his hands, or Jalen Suggs have the ball in his hands a lot. So really just another facilitator. The Indiana Pacers, what are they missing? I just said a 3-and-D. I think they need because I was like, okay, who is there? Because it's gonna be Tyrese, Andrew Nembhard. I think Aaron Nesmith is probably gonna start. So Aaron Nesmith, he played good last year. I ain't gonna cap. He played decent last year, but could they upgrade it? Depending on what the market is on 3-and-Ds. I don't know, but I just think they need another consistent 3-and-D scorer. Maybe off the bench or maybe even starting.
You starting Nembhard over Ben
Yes,
Mathurin?
yes, they paid him. Yes, he's gonna start.
Oh
Yes,
my
Charles, you know
God.
he's gonna start. Yes, he.
Oh my
I
God.
dated.
Yeah, they
They just
pay him, but
yes,
Ben is their future.
yeah, and yes, okay, that's fine. But that playoffs, this playoffs, that moved a lot of people in saying how Nembhard is good and probably better than Brandon. Is better than Mathurin. He's and like you didn't pay that guy just to come off the bench. Like
Hold
you're
on.
gonna start him.
They've played plenty of players and they still came off the bench.
Not no, not
Let's get that.
like
Let's
that,
get that.
bro. Cause if
Let's
that
get
was the
that. Let's
case,
get it.
if that was the case, they would have waited and see like what he can really do. That playoffs moved the Indiana Pacers
Hold
to
on.
pay him.
So TJ Warren killed in the bubble during the playoffs. Wait, is TJ Warren that nigga? No. So just because
Yeah,
Aaron Nembhard had
but
a
I
good playoff
he
series,
but
now
what
he's worthy of start?
but Andrew Nembhard, I think you can arguably say he might be a better defender than TJ Warren. Offense, I think he's better than Nembhard. But Andrews Nembhard offense was good. It was good, and his defense was decent. And that's why they paid him. That's literally why they paid him. And they're gonna keep Mathurin to come off the bench and just go crazy. I don't mind him coming off the bench and going crazy. Like, I don't mind that. Just come off the bench and could be a 6-man candidate and probably can average probably 17 points off the bench. Wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah,
Or
but
maybe
if
in
we
the
look,
clutch time he plays. I don't mind that.
if we thinking about it, Nembhard is majority a point guard. I'm not saying he can't play off the ball, but
Mm-hmm.
he can play off the ball. But majority of the time, he needs the ball in his hand.
Yeah.
Ben Mathurin can play off the ball. That's majority what he did at Arizona. That's majority what he did when he got in the league. And you got Tyrese. Why would you don't need two ball dominant guards in your starting lineup? Let Nembhard come off the bench and run the bench unit. Because
I
who
didn't
you
pay
gonna
a
have to
guy.
run your
I
bench
didn't
unit?
pay. I didn't pay this young guy 20. I don't know what this what was this contract? I don't know. I didn't pay him all that money to come off the bench, especially after Ben
Jordan
Matt.
Clarkson got played a couple of years
And
ago, and he can't
Jordan
still.
Clarkson always been a backup. He's never been like that starting type of guard though. I didn't pay Ben Mathurin is coming off of what did he tear? I forgot what he tore. And bring him back slowly. Bring that man back slowly and let him come off the bench and just kill. I mean, it really doesn't matter to me. I just think I didn't pay this guy all this money just to come off the bench, especially after he had a really good playoffs. Like, you can argue he single-handedly could have beaten the Celtics in game freaking 3 and 4. Like,
Yeah, but we know all the time NBA players can finesse teams. Chandler Parsons had an amazing year this contract year, got paid, and was never the same again.
And they started him, right?
Yeah, and he was asked every since then.
Yeah.
So the same thing could be. I'm not saying it's gonna be.
It could be, but
I'm not saying it's gonna be him, but it could be him.
I think they're gonna start
He's
him
not.
immediately.
He's not. I don't think he's a starter level. So he's a starter level talent in the NBA. If you put him on any other team,
Just put him at the 2.
On any other team, he can start. Because if that's the case, that means you're saying he's a starter in the NBA.
Is Ben Mathurin a starting caliber guard in the NBA?
Yes, he can start on multiple teams in the NBA.
I think Andrew Nembhard can start on multiple teams too. I mean, I don't have a problem if he comes off the bench. I think that. I mean, it doesn't matter, but I just think you paid him all that money after a good playoffs to start. Like, they could have waited and really see what he can really do, but they didn't wait. They didn't do that.
But
let's move on.
For the Pacers, I'll say they need time.
I didn't know you said.
Yeah, for the Pacers, I said I need time and defense. They need time because all of them are young and they still haven't really had the chance to like gel together for real, for real. So I because they went pretty far in the playoffs, and their
Mhm.
team wasn't even fully healthy. So I think they just need time. And they, like you said, another 3-and-D wing because I think they was what bottom half in defense of the league. They gave up what like damn near 118 to
No, they yeah
120 points per
they were at
game.
the bottom. They were
Yeah,
at
that's
the bottom.
terrible.
The 76ers, what are they missing? I just said
Philly,
they need a bench.
yeah, bench and they missing team chemistry, but mostly a bench for real.
The 76ers are missing the bench. That bench isn't. As of right now, it's not that good. The Miami Heat, what are they missing?
Talent, talent. I mean, yeah, you got Jimmy Bam and Tyler Hero and Terry Rozier, but obviously that's not enough. They have been mediocre since what the bubble, right? They ain't really done nothing. They need shooting still. They need another big. I don't think Bam should be your starting five. I mean, they got Weir in the draft. So hopefully they're banking on him progressing and being a starting five. But they need a big move Bam to the floor. Um, they need some more talent and they need Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler has missed a lot of time in the last what 2 3 years. He's missed a lot of time. So him not being on that court, that hurts them too.
I just said another 3-and-D player. Like, yeah, you got Tyler Hero, Terry Rozier, Jimmy is gonna play the three. I don't know who's gonna play the four for them because I don't think they're gonna start Khalil Ware right away. I don't think that's gonna happen. I think they're gonna. Oh wait, Jaime Jaquez, but I still think they need another 3-and-D type player or Jovic. They're probably gonna start one of them at the four and probably a better bench. This bench,
Yeah, they have no talent over there, bro.
yeah, this bench is
They,
not moving me at all. It's not good.
that starting five ain't moving me either.
The starting five is okay. It's not bad. Terry, Tyler, Jimmy, whoever it plays the four, and Bam. It's not bad. It's just not enough to win you a championship.
No,
The Chicago Bulls, what are they missing? I said another consistent scorer. Yeah, you got Zach
yeah,
Levine, but I don't know how long he's gonna be there. Uh
I was gonna say, but
Vucevic, I mean, they probably gonna move him too. Then after that, if they do move them, what's gonna happen? I don't know. Like that means is Josh Giddey gonna? I already think Josh Giddey gonna have a better year. So, but I don't know if he's gonna go out there and give you like 22 points a game. I don't know.
no,
But Kobe White, I expect him to give me 20 points per game. And who else is gonna score for you? So I think they just miss another consistent score.
yeah, I'll say it depends on what the Bulls do. I mean, I banked on them moving Zach Levine and Vucevic because there's no point in keeping them. In my opinion, you might as well flip them and get some picks back in return. But just going off, if they move them, they need leadership. They're missing a front office. Our front office is terrible. It's terrible, and then they're just missing talent. Like like I said, I'm banking on them moving Zach Levine and Vucevic. So if they move them, all we really got is what Giddy, White, Bazelis, and Patrick Williams. That's not really it. None of them are really superstar caliber players. None of them are really all star caliber players, in my opinion. So they just need some more talent, bro. They need to flip Vucevic and Zach Levine and get more picks. Upcoming drafts is where all the talent is at.
The Atlanta Hawks, what are they missing?
And it's not another scorer. Since they got rid of DeJounte, you really have nobody another. You really don't have another 20 point per game scorer. I mean, unless Jalen Johnson takes the next step. He was really good for them. They missing defense, and they missing a backup point guard, and yeah, that's about it. They missing another 20 point per game score. They missing defense, so they need another 3-and-D, and they need a backup point guard.
I just said they're missing forwards. Outside of Jalen Johnson, I really don't know who else. DeAndre Hunter, but
Hunter,
he ain't
Bogdanovic.
been that good. They're average, bro. They're average. They don't move me.
Who else they
They,
got? They got
if you
Conway
got to
or
think about
Congu.
it, then that's a center. I'm not counting him. Like after like you banking on Zachariah Richardson to be good, so
Yeah. I don't
they
think,
really
and then
just
this
missing some
draft is a
forward.
bunch of role players, bro. I don't think they that rookie that they drafted is going. He's like a good role player, a good 3 and D. Hopefully, he's better than DeAndre Hunter.
Yeah, we could pray. The Brooklyn Nets, what are they missing? Basically, really nothing. But if we're being honest, really everything because
Yeah,
they don't have
everything.
nothing. But they're
Yeah,
tanking, so it really doesn't matter.
yeah.
So they're really not missing nothing because they're gonna be bad.
Man, they're gonna be bad for the next 4 5 years.
The Toronto Raptors, what are they missing?
I think they need another big. Polo doesn't match their timeline, so I think they need a athletic big. I don't think they need like a, cause Polo is like a post present big. I think they need like an athletic big, like a Jalen Duran that's gonna rebound, catch lives, block shots. Um, Team chemistry, they missing that. That team just got together. They got a nice little core of quickly RJ and Scotty. And then they need, well, the banking. If RJ is that guy, I was gonna say they need consistent scoring because all of them, I don't only 20 point per game score. With RJ and Scotty are 20 point per game scores, but they're not really consistent. Scotty's been better, but RJ really isn't consistent as he needs to be. So yeah, I say like athletic big, and then they need some more scoring.
I said they need guards. After Quigley, their guard play is not good.
Yeah, Grady Dick.
Yeah, not I well, maybe he might have a better year too. I really don't. Abachi, I thought he was gonna be okay, but I guess he's not gonna be okay. Davion Mitchell, I already thought he wasn't that guy anyway. Like, I just think they need better guard play because after Quigley, it gets bad. It gets bad. The Charlotte Hornets, what are they missing?
They're missing leadership. I mean, yeah, they're missing leadership for sure. They got a bunch of wild boys over there, bunch of young bulls. They missing defense for sure, and they need a bench. They don't have nobody coming off their bench for real.
Uh, I didn't think of really bench, but I agree with that. But they really need guards because after LaMelo and then LaMelo gets hurt again, knock on wood, I don't know who their guards are. I ain't gonna lie. They need better guard
Um,
play. After that, like you got Brandon Miller, Miles Bridges, Mark Williams. That's okay. That's good, but they just need more guard play, like you said. But this team's still gonna be bad regardless.
yeah,
The Washington Wizards. What are they missing?
everything. Boy,
Yeah, I said
well,
everything too.
they just got Valanciunas, but they need everything. They need talent. They need leadership. They need identity. They need everything, bro. Cause I don't know what they trying to do over there. Like, cause you got Kalabali, however you pronounce his name. Then you got Alex Sarr, but you got Kuzma, Poole, and Vucevic. All of them are 25 and up. So it's like y'all timelines not even matching. Like, what are y'all trying to do? Y'all want to be mediocre or y'all want to build towards the future?
Yeah, I said everything, bro. Like they really need everything. Cause like you said, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. I kind of see it, but at the same time, you guys are bad, and I don't know what you guys are doing. So really, they need everything.
Like, what was the point of signing Valanciunas? What was the point of it? To protect Alex Sarr? That's the only other thing I could think of. so he wouldn't have to play the 5.
Well, I do think they needed a big. And Valanciunas gets money and he gets security. So now, because what's that report? They said that the Wizards probably will trade him close to a trade deadline. Now he has security if he gets traded. So if he has a bad year, he go get his money, or if a team release him, he go get his money regardless. So, I mean, I thought it was a good move on his part.
Oh yeah. I'm talking about for the Wizards. What was the whole point of even signing him? He old. He don't fit the timeline. I mean, yeah, you gotta get rid of money because of cap space, but
Last team, the Detroit Pistons. What are they missing?
I think they still need more shooting. With JB Bickerstaff, they're gonna get. I had leadership and they needed heart because last year, bro, it was like they was just out there giving up during games. But with JB Bickerstaff, I think he's gonna turn that team around. He's gonna bring that leadership that they need. He's gonna bring that heart that they need. But they need shooting and they need another score because K can't do it all by himself. Hopefully, Jaden Ivey takes that next step, and that's what they need. And hopefully, Asor takes that next step. But yeah,
They just need shooters, which they did address. I'm not gonna lie, they did address it, but Malik Beasley, Tim Hardaway Jr. That doesn't move me. Not gonna lie, those are just they're good. They can shoot, but it's like they're good. But after that, really everything. That team's not good. That team's still gonna be bad. Maybe not 14 wins bad, but
no
still gonna be a bad team regardless. They probably
over
win
under
20
20
games.
wins. Yeah, I was gonna say over under 20 wins.
I don't know. Me personally, I don't know. I think they could get 20 though. If K stay healthy, they could definitely get 20 wins. Because I thought they would go get 20 something last year, but I thought he was gonna be healthy, but he wasn't healthy. So if K can stay healthy, they could definitely get 20 wins.
Yeah, I got them going
So
over 20 wins.